comedy and on crowd response. So it's a grading scale. We have a couple of judges. One will do their joke. The other person will have their response, and then we'll get their joke. And then they get a response, and so on. I think you guys see how that goes from there. They will insult each other a few times. We'll all have a good laugh. In the end, they hug just to show that there's no hard feelings and fuck COVID. So, you guys ready to have your first roast battle? Alrighty, well, coming to the stage, your contenders. Your first contender is the Prodigy, and Prodigy in company wearing a shirt that may or may not be ironic. Give it up for Ryan Stock, everybody. Yeah, the champ is here. Your other comedian, your other contender coming to the stage, came all the way from Iowa to show us how it's done. Why don't you give it up for Dillon Meek, everybody. So we did randomly decide who was going first, and since we have home field advantage, apparently, Dillon will be going first.
All right. So we just start, huh? That's how it goes? All right, cool. Well, I don't know if it's funny or sad that your last name is Stock, and anybody that does comedy knows that you're a bad investment.
Coming from a guy who looks like his hero is Bill Cosby after the rape charges. Dillon once sucked a penis because he wasn't sure if they were delicious or not. He quickly found out they were not, but he had to be sure. So he sucked every one of his uncle's cocks just to be sure. At least that's what his mom used to call all those men she used to bring home.
I like that you took the time to get that joke on a GoPro, but I have to ask, is it weird filming a camera named after something you'll never do?
Ironically, I've been pro since I was 14 years old. But you're saying the same shit that Jason Clemens said. Like, honestly, I know you regurgitate his cum, but now you're regurgitating his jokes as well. Pretty bad. So, let's see here. If you think I'm worried about getting roasted by this weird gap-toothed bisexual alcoholic Shaggy from Scooby-Doo look-alike, you're wrong. The only thing Dillon can roast better than me is the poor men that he drugs and brings home and then eats their dead bodies.
It's a fair assessment. Ryan's actually multi-talented. He does comedy, but he also does martial arts, and it's crazy. He has the same ritual before comedy and before sex, and that ritual is sitting around for 2 hours stressing out because he knows nobody's going to come.
You know, it's funny because I think Dillon would be really good at jiu-jitsu and wrestling, you know, since he's been wrestling with his sexuality his whole entire life. You grew up in Iowa and you smoked meth for a decade. You know, what's more surprising is the fact that you still have all of your teeth and haven't sold your kidney. Yet. Coming soon, ladies and gentlemen, Dillon Meek presents The Relapse Tour.
All right, so you do fight and you do comedy, and the next time we do a show together, I'd like you to do me a solid. When you come up, just beat the shit out of me on stage. I know it sounds weird, but I want to see. I want the audience to watch you perform an art form that you're actually good at.
Is that 3?
Yeah, that's 3 to get your rebuttal. Oh.
No, I did mine.
All right, that was his last
That was his rebuttal.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, great job, buddy.
That's great. Good job. Hug it out, you know that? That scene was why I do this. Not gonna lie. So anyway, big round of applause for your 2 contenders. That was fantastic. It's hard to keep track.